Hey everybody, Guanyu15 here, and we are back to kind of go through our Crusader Kings 3 campaign as this small little count within the Kingdom of Italy. Actually, technically we're the Kingdom of West Francia now, huh? So last time we pieced out, we took over this this barony here from some priest, and you can see once we take it over, our tax base is pretty low, the levies are pretty low, control's pretty low. I mean, it's been, we just took it over, so it's got a bunch of crap going on with it. But we got to figure out basically our next move here. So we're getting a little bigger. We did lose up here because of, well, stuff we can't deal with. And I don't even think we cannot disband those while house armors are around. Ah, I see. So we need to march our little guys over here in order to disband them. So we'll do that. Although I don't even know if we can. So let's see. We are in the middle of a war between our newish liege over here, the King of West Francia, Charles the Bold, and the group of rebels, if you will, that are trying to reinstate the Kingdom of Italy for Count Rudolph of Guines. Wait a minute. Is that the guy I just attacked up here? No, I can't. No. I think I just looked at him because I was looking at, like, blackmailing him or something like that. But anyways, we're in the middle of a war. So if we click on it, we see who's hostile, who's not. It looks like everybody's pretty much hostile towards us around here. We don't want anything to do with the war. Again, we don't care who our liege is. We'll send you money either way. Just let us be until we get big enough to challenge you. We should probably start looking at our daughter. We never really got a... got her a husband. Oh, she still got pox. That's right. And she's a fornicator. And she's pregnant. All right. Look at all this stuff going on. Well, we'll give it a shot, right? We'll see what happens. We do have 2 sons now, right? Which isn't great because he's going to get he's got claims on a bunch of other stuff, and but you never know. Things can happen, and but wasn't this one like a different family? Countess? No, that's my wife. Okay. But you can see, since we are in the whole fertility temptation focus, it really does kind of get your fertility up, especially when we, like weeds in a garden, have set up here. And we might be changing that out momentarily, but let's find somebody for our wife, or our daughter real quick. See if they'll take her even though she's got pox. Which means and ideally we should wait till this war is over. But just to see who comes out ahead and such. And half the suitable... Yeah, well, let's do that. Let's wait till this dang war is over. So we'll march our troops out of here and try to get out of here and do that. No real money. How's our schemes doing? We got any schemes? Low county controls over here. Because remember, every time... Secret exposed. Everyone's got pox. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. This is the guy who's fathering my daughter's unholy child? Is he my bishop? He is, isn't he? That son of a bitch. Where's my consort? He is. He's my bishop. Pago. I don't believe it. The scandalous, a shameful truth has reached the light of day. My bishop Pagnano has an affair with my daughter. I do not see what fuss is about, so lust is unnatural affliction. Yeah, we're quite the thing. This guy, oh, he's beautiful too, look at that. So, he's content, calm, and craven. What can we do with him? This crime cannot go unpunished. Guards! We throw her in prison. I don't know why just her. And that's it. Or we do not throw her in prison, and we lose a level of devotion. We're already sinner, aren't we? No, we're dutiful. she would lose a little bit of happiness with us, 30. All my family members lose 15. That kind of sucks too, but it's not a big deal. We're all pretty small. We're a pretty small family. We can do this without thinking we're a tyrant because we have reason. We could do these acquisitions are not but malice. They both gain 20. I lose one level. I mean, I'm gonna do this just so I'm gonna let her out right away. So sad. This is my daughter. I guess is carrying a child. Oh, that's right. Her name is Liesel. Liesel. My daughter Liesel is carrying a child. Conceived through a sinful union. It's no secret. She is not married one of her endless. She learned that he's the father of a child. How can you put my daughter in this position? We're gonna start trying to enact our revenge on her. Once you have somebody in your prison, of course, you can do a few things. You can execute them. That is, I believe, dread. Yeah, and you get the Kinslayer trait. So it's not easy to get rid of people. You can negotiate the release, in which case you can ask for, again, a hook on them. We could banish her. We can ask them to take vows. We can ask us for money if we ransom them. We can torture them, which allows them to do much stuff. We can move them to the dungeon, because right now she's considered on house arrest, I believe. But all I really want to do is let her go. How do I let her go? I gotta leave her here for a while. Alright, we'll pin her. Make sure she's okay. There's a nice little feature. You can pin specific or people you want to keep tracks of, and then they will. Can we expand our army? Cool. And then they will, every time something happens to them, you'll get a little pop-up message. So. Our income should go up dramatically. We don't have to pay for our troops anymore, although it does look like we're going to start having some sieges happen here. But until that happens, we'll deal with it. Okay, so we were looking for some peace. We were looking for some quiet. We were looking just to raise our children and slowly, imprison people, gain hooks on them, kidnap them, ransom them back, gain some money, gain some power, gain some land, and we just can't have it. So many wars. The war's still going on, and our ally over here is looking to do pretty much the exact same thing we just did, and how can we fault him for that? Our ally of Briska here has declared war on his little Prince Bishop over here, and they've asked us to join them, and if you remember back, this is our so far the French king is doing pretty good work on the rebels. We want to succeed without him, and part of me wants to say no, just to let them kind of beat each other up, but I mean, then we lose him as an ally, and we're going to need him for future wars too. So let's go ahead and raise the armies. We'll go over and give him a hand. I don't know what we have for, like, our military sucks right now. Let's go over and give him a hand. See how this war is going. Looks like he's winning pretty handily. Yeah, he's got this. Unfortunately, what kind of sucks about this is we have all these other hostile armies, and they don't want to fight us. They're just going to run into us occasionally, and it's going to hurt. And then, because they're so big, and that's like 1,200 troops right there. And we got 900. Maybe they'll stay away from us for the time being. I wonder if we get control of this siege. I think we do. Yeah, which is kind of cool. So maybe we'll get some hostages from this to sell back to whoever we take here. But we'll see. Hey, our daughter, Liesel. She got better from the pox. Good job, girl. So she's back from outer space. I wonder if we can we like? I can just negotiate release. Just get a weak hook on her. She doesn't have any money, so it doesn't really matter. She loses 20 opinion, or I could just release her and she gains 20 opinion. We could have ask her to take vows, which she gives the monk trait. She can't inherit any titles. It's really good if you need to inherit or need to imprison like your sons and such when they rebel on you. Or we could banish her. I don't have anything against her. She didn't do anything wrong. She just got stooped by the local priest, and that happens. So we'll just release her, and we'll try to find a husband for her. It looks like she might have lost the baby. Oh no, she's got a child right here. He is a bastard, but look how handsome he is. 20% fertility, and he's great. I love him. Good job, little bastard. It's like the one time you can call someone a little bastard and it actually makes sense. So we are about to win the war here for our ally. You can see we're kind of dealing with the siege while he's off fighting in the hills. He's doing a pretty good job too, admirable job. And we could basically just let him peace out once we take over his land, but we're gonna try to see if we can get anything out of it too. All right, so we paused it real quick because otherwise you can see we're 100%. We don't get to do this. We're not the person that declared war. We're not the main party here. We can't really do much, but what we can do is try to maybe, since he's our prisoner, see if we can get some money for him real quick. So we can get 50 gold, but it's got to, I think it has to happen before the peace. Let's give it a shot here. All right. So he leaves. We're still at 100% war score. See, it doesn't really matter because we're occupying his only land. And we'll see if there's anybody else in prison we can get some money for. Who's this guy? He's a rapacious adventurer. All right. He's an elusive shadow, ambitious, wrathful, impatient. He's Lombardian. He has to have a 13 attack. So, like, I could negotiate his release and try to recruit him, and he'd accept it. For him, he basically comes over and hangs out with us. But we might be able to get some money off him. Prince Bishop, he will not accept that. Interesting. I guess he doesn't care. And oh, this is our child. What are you doing in jail? Oh, because we let the mom out. But since he's born in jail, I guess he just stays in jail. Well, let's get him out of jail. I'm glad we looked at our prisoners. So, yeah, I think the war's over. Good job. War's over. Our ally won. We gained. Let's see, our share is war contribution, 15 fame, and this guy likes us a whole lot better. So we can go ahead and get rid of our troops for now. Send him home. And looks like this guy's still in our prison, which is pretty cool. So he's the new. He's since that guy's no longer his liege. It looks like oh that's our jailer. Let's see. We can ransom him, but he doesn't have any specific money. I think I might just try to recruit him because I could use everybody. I can use some more knights. Right, our knights are pretty low, and he does have a 13 attack. So. Let's take a look. Where's he at? Actually, yeah, that's him right there, right? What was his promise? I lost where he's at. But anyways, he's there. He's one of our knights now. If we take a look at the kind of, I mean, Bresca's doing exactly what I'm doing, which is kind of fun. And it does look like, oh, the war's over. War's over. Basically, the King of France won. Good job. He put down the rebellion. So that's done. We don't really have to worry about our lands being invaded any other time soon. We'll just get here and make some money, increase our lands, look for the next opportunity for advancement or for... so we do have a claim on Grisant still before we die. But that being said, it is being held by this guy, or Count Herman. And Herman over here... he has an ally in Duke Lethbert of Carthenia, who has 2,000 soldiers, and he's allied with the Duchess of Malgrade up there. So he is, I mean, he doesn't have any troops right now, and we might be able to sneak in a war and get it without just trying to siege it down before his allies care. His allies are both at war as well. They might have bigger wars to deal with and care about us. So we can try it. Let's check our military. We're ready to rock. I mean, and then this guy's pretty much good. We can call in our ally. I think we might give this a shot. Actually, first let's find somebody for our daughter, huh? Okay, so we got a few different options. We can marry her for prestige, or we could marry her for the dynasty, which is what we're gonna do because it's early enough in the game that we want to get her out there. We want her children to become Bankses as well, and to kind of go far and go wide and stay Bankses. Now, how do we do that? So we need to find somebody. A duke is probably not going to accept that. Any type of duke or unmarried duke is not going to accept that because we're just a count and he'd be losing prestige for that. It's possible if he really wants an ally, he'll do it, but probably not. So if we look over at the Duchy over here and we say, hey, would you like to marry my daughter? And he'd say, no. You're marrying down is -40 penalty. Not only that, but since we're not looking for an alliance right now, which we could try to marry her into a bigger, like a good alliance. Maybe none of these, maybe like I don't know, Count of Turin or something like that. He might have a male or a male in here. He's got a bunch of daughters. Huh. And then we could get their troops, and hopefully they'd be able to assist us with our attack on Grisants. But that's not what we're doing right now. We're just looking for somebody for her to marry, to produce children that'll be Banks, that will go off and increase our dynasty score. So for that reason, we're going to take a look at her. She is honest, diligent, and wrathful. She's really good at stewardship. So I don't actually mind her having her in my realm too. So I don't really care. I'm going to do a search to try to find a child or find a suitable match for her. So I'll go to find character. Diplomatic range I want inside because otherwise I can't actually make the offer. I don't care about that. I do want them to be an adult. I want them to be male. I want them to be unmarried, and I want them to be my religion because it's really hard to get somebody that's not your religion to marry into you. And you can see we got a bunch, but I'm going to sort by age because I want her marrying somebody about the same age, just so we can make some children. And you see, there's a bunch of, like the Duke of Tuscany. He's actually a pretty interesting guy. I don't think that he would accept it. I mean, to you, yeah, he's not going to marry down. Now, interesting enough, if I had a hook on him, I might be able to actually get this pushed in, but I'm not going to because that's not what we're trying to do anyways. What we're trying to do is... these are set, right? Yeah, let's go by age again. Is look for somebody with a congenial trait. Something that's going to pass down into the children, specifically something that's maybe an intelligence one. And I'm going pretty quick through this because I know what I'm looking for. I'm basically looking for something on the right-hand side that's going to be a different color. And we're getting up here in the 30s. Okay, so Nicholas here is quick. Quick is the worst one. It's quick, intelligent, and genius, I believe. So quick is the worst one, but he's more likely, he's lowborn, so he'll be able to do that. There's a shrewd here, which is a physical trait. That one doesn't seem to be congenial, though. No. Okay. So we'll keep looking a little bit more. Don't see anybody into the 30s. He's comely. That doesn't really help. He's robust. Robust is fine, but here we go. He's a genius. We might just go with this guy. He's a genius, indulgent wastrel. So, yeah, it's all going to use. He's a little bit older, which is fine. But the nice thing about this guy is this trait has a chance to be passed down. So we'll do them. Now he says, actually, this might not work. What does he have? He has a city, but still. Anyways, so you can see if we did this, there's a chance of children is medium. But children will be born to the Devilit dynasty, which we do not want. She's going to get minus prestige. She's going to get plus prestige. So we're going to try to do it matrilineal. He doesn't care who gets the children. So we can do it matrilineal. Matrilineal. And so any children will be born in the Banks dynasty. We'll send that proposal. She said, oh, indiscretions. As my lover. Oh, I have a lover? Forgot about my lover. Oh yeah, ooh, that's right, she's pretty. I was trying to get some traits set down. As her belly grows, there's no doubt she is with child. She has said nothing, but could this be a result of our carnal relations? Ask her about her. Might never know, but I'll always wonder. I'll ask her about it. And we have yes, I'll be happy to marry your daughter. Of course it's yours. I worry that someone will have heard her, but we remain alone with the silence. Good it is, too, for I suddenly have a lot to think about. The two of us, a child. The secret stays hidden. This is joyous news. My lover secret is exposed. Basically, he becomes a bastard of my line. I'm gonna keep it a secret for now. Somebody will probably figure it out. But that's Shalom's. So, let's go down to here. Take a look at our daughter, who's now married, and yeah, he did. When he married matrilineal into her, he moved here because so they're all going to be born here and such. Cool, that's awesome. Glad to hear it. When they sit in your court, you're more likely to be able to kind of dictate where they go as well. And let's take a look at this gentleman again. Just to see if he's still struggling or what. Where is his levies? Why can't I see it for some reason? Those are just his own, that's his only countries, right? I want to make sure. 385 soldiers. So he's got, is he still at war? I'm sure he's still at war. Nope. So now we probably can't do this simply because if we declare war on him, he's going to bring these allies into it, and they are very strong with thousands of troops. So we might be better off, and we're getting up there in age. We're 40. So the danger of trying to press another claim or fabricate another claim is that if we die and we don't get a chance to press it, the claim goes unused. But that being said, he's a prince of, look at that. He's the prince of Italy, but he's been demoted into a count under our wise French king. So he has claims on the kingdoms, every single kingdom. He's going to be my target, I think, for a while. I'm going to pin him. He has and he's hurting. He's definitely hurting. He's allied to the king of Lethargia. Crap. Crap. I don't know if I can make that work. Maybe look at this guy. This might be a better target here. Asati. This guy too. This guy's another prince. And these guys are we're all demoted into counts, which kind of sucks for them. But so anyways, we would lose the claims if we fabricate this and we don't get to press it, because claims are per individual when they're like that. Let's check our health. We're feeling fine. We're 40. I think we got a little bit of time. So let's go ahead and take our good bishop here and ask him to fabricate a claim. What are we doing? This one here? Yeah, I think this is it. Wait, what is this? Oh, is that what he's currently doing that one? Oh, alright, well. See, that's what happens when you stop playing for a bit. Come back later on. This guy's good too. Yeah, because they're allies. They don't have a lot of troops, they just have a few. So that's good. We're 9 months into that. Let's take a look at our... That's not what I wanted. Let's look at our control. I think our control's a little low. 77, 79, and 4. So we got bandits running rampant, and we got construction slowdown. So we need to deploy our marshal there. He'll clean that stuff up, hopefully. And this is, while it's 77, it is going up, right? Not by much. It's going up by 0.1. And this one's going up by 0.1. So that's still a holdover. So I think our cultures are still fine. Is this which culture is this? Yeah, it's Cisalpine. So we're doing good wise there. And you know what? I do have an offensive scheme going right now, so I should change. I'm trying to fabricate a hook on one of these counts to get some more money for him. So let's go ahead and get our spy master to support that scheme, and it'll increase the chance that that goes up. Alright, so no direct wars right now, but we'll get there in time. Alright, so our second daughter came of age. This is the one that has been, she has been promised to our allies' firstborn over here for a long while, or secondborn? Must be secondborn. Yeah, he's betrothed to her. So she came of age. Let's see. For the longest time, I was hoping she would get her good teacher was going to be enough to teach her. All efforts come not. Few would be impressed by her understanding of the subject. She at least developed a sound grasp of the sound basics of management. So he's not great himself. So let's take a look at her. She's a drunkard because she enjoys the drink. She's a thrifty clerk at the level 2 on the education scale. She's content, zealous, and diligent. They grow up so fast, and I'm sure just any time now, this guy will be asking if we're ready to get married here. Hey, additional taxes. Thank you, buddy. 100 gold. That's so nice of you. Looks like they just got married. Good job, girl. Now, the children are going to be born into his house. So she was basically just being used for that alliance. Unfortunately, that's the lot of women back then. I do have... Let me look at that in a second. I do have one more building slot here, and I got a decent amount of money. And this is a duchy building slot. I don't have the technology to open those yet, so that's why I'm only saying I have one more. And our options are 0.2 gold per month. Fort level goes up, garrison goes up, makes it harder for us to siege. 0.2 gold per month defender advantage, and we do some extra light cavalry damage. We're not going to be using many light cavalry in this game, so I'm not too worried about that. At least not for a long time. It is cheap though, it's 95 gold. Or levies plus 125, heavy infantry damage, and spearman damage, which we don't currently have, but we will be using in the future, especially spearmen who can hold mountain passes really well. So I'm between walls and towers and barracks, and let's just preview them just to see if there's anything. Like, the nice thing about this is it makes your fort level go way up so that it's hard, it takes a lot longer to siege things. But the nice thing about the barracks is that you get a lot more levies and your levy reinforcement rate goes way up. I'm going to stop clicking on that. Yes. Because this does not give levies, just increases garrison. So for the, I think what we need, I think we need these barracks. These 125 levies right now are going to do a lot for us. It costs 142 gold. I normally wouldn't be doing it because we have to pay for a fabricate claim very quickly here, but we have that windfall that we got, so we'll go ahead and do that. So those 125 extra troops would be nice, especially after we have our first succession and the succession wars happen. We're going to need those additional troops to retake our land. So let's see here. That's my lover. Adalberta is carrying a burden of having given birth to a fatherless bastard. It's terrible for an unmarried woman and her child, yet I cannot let it known that I am the true father. Oh, what will become of my daughter? A scandal in the waiting. Wait, the child is mine. So this is you acknowledge them, but they don't inherit anything, and they always get the bastard trait. She did get pretty, it's kind of cool, so we'll keep an eye on her. And we can always later on acknowledge her, in which case that would change her name. So, but for now, we'll just leave it there. And we are about to, this sway scheme's not going very well. So where is how's this going? We got about a few months for this. Could not sway the good king. Give it another shot. I was swaying the King of France just so he doesn't like revoke my titles for no reason. They're known to do that, and if you say no, then you go to war. And one thing I can't do is hold off an army of 7,338 soldiers. And we're in a weird position because, like, there's definitely, I guess it's a very small one, but we're gonna have a lot of independence wars since he's holding the Kingdom of Italy as well as the Kingdom of France. What do we got here? 94. We should actually. This control is important, but we're going to war soon. So let's change this back to organizing levies. I mean, if you kind of look at our levies, you can see that we're at 681. Let's go ahead and organize these levies a little bit. And now we're at 681. 681 must be the total potential. Yeah. And let's just double check you didn't pick up a new ally. Nope, just these two. So 387 and 468. And we're going to call our ally in here, and hopefully he'll be able to help out. 99.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9. Okay. Over the years, I've received a great deal of portraits from various noblemen, both foreign and local. Until now, they have mostly gathered dust in some attic. Perhaps I should bring them out and select my next romantic pursuit. I don't need another romantic. So I brought the portraits, or they are too pretentious for my taste. I get attraction opinion that goes up. I think this is because basically you can find new lovers when you. There we go. See it done. We have our claim. This is our lifestyle. This probably shouldn't even be our lifestyle. We have what we need. We're not going to get down to twice schemed, which is probably the next one that we would want. Maybe hostile scheme chance. But what else are we going to do? Like, I guess learning, or you know what? No. No, what's really good under stewardship is mediocrity. No, where is it? Diplomacy? Yeah, your children all get 1 to 3 skill points. We should dip into diplomacy for this. I think this is, it doesn't matter. It's all your living shield, you get 1 to 3 extra skill points, which is kind of handy. So we'll do that as soon as we're halfway through this. We might as well finish the first one. But I think we're ready for a war. Yeah, let's just make sure he's still happy with us. He is, and he's not currently at war, so that's great. And Countess Madalena, I'm sorry, but I mean, these are our lands. We need these lands. And it's 856 strength. Why is that? That seems really high. They actually have 300 footmen. Ooh, 154 levies, 4 knights. And then they have allies. Oh, I see. So they have 454 levies, but then their allies have an additional 182. I guess this means we need to start getting some more men-at-arms as well. But we will do that once we control these lines. Declare war. Let's go ahead and ask this guy to come join us. He loves us now because we help press his claim. Look at that, 100%. We should become friends. Call him to war. Raise our troops. So far they've not called their allies yet, which is perfectly fine by me. And we're going to march down here. I have a bad feeling as soon as we get right in here, it's going to call them. I could wait. Part of me wants to wait for my ally to get over here to help me out. Oh no, we were just about good too. The existence of my plot to fabricate a hook on Count Conrad has been discovered, but my involvement is not known. This will make it a lot more difficult. So I'm basically going to have to cancel this. I almost had that too, so well, that's okay. So right now it's extremely low, 5%, so I'll just go ahead and cancel that. And it does look like their ally joined. I'm going to take this fight. I think I can probably still win, even if once they join, and by then they might be able to get there too, so... yeah, I think we'll be okay here. It actually is a river crossing, but we have more of everything else. So. But before we start that, let's find a target for our to kidnap. Because why not? I wonder if it's harder over here. You got some money, right? Not really. You got any money? Most people are poor. I don't really want it to be somebody like close by. I can declare one. Here we go. He looks good. Can I kidnap him? Hostile. Abduct. 39%. Why is that? He's trusting. Why is that? I wonder if it has to do with his station. Oh, it's a count. Look at this guy. You got any kids? What's your son? Can I abduct him? 24. Sucks. Should be easy to abduct people, shouldn't it? How about you? Can I abduct you? Wow, these are just terrible chances. Need some money and want to abduct these guys. We definitely don't want to deal with France. Abduct you? We're child abductors. It's just not working out for us. Actually, we had the best chance over here, didn't we? Don't know where it was. I guess our intrigue is not the best, but I thought that my spy master doing offensive actions would make it a little bit easier. Guess not. Let's target the Duchy of Friuli. Let's see if we can abduct him. 24%. How about this king? 24%. 6 years? Good lord. It takes a long time to abduct somebody. Alright, screw it. Let's just fabricate a hook on him then. 90%. Alright, let's double check everything's going well here. We got our commander here. He's the highest. He's the aggressive guy. Cool. I am ready to see this through. Let's do it. Looks like this guy's gonna run away before we get there, which is fine. Actually not. I think that they're gonna be able to siege me, so I need to chase them down. Can't leave the besieging army behind you. Just doesn't work very well. Oof, bad roll here, -16. Minus 22. We're gonna win by like morale probably, but actually they're kicking our ass. Come on, allies. We need you. Where you at? There you go. Yeah, we got our ass kicked there. I don't really have enough troops without our ally here, so we're gonna hope that he comes with us. I think he will. Oh, she got pox again? Good lord, Weasel. She just got over him. Okay, well, it's up to my daughter. Whatever you decide to do, let me know. Let's go here. Okay. I wanted them to move out of the way before we sat here. Again, if we can win this without having to fight another fight, that's fine. We do have, and there's 900 troops here, so I think we're okay. They only have 700 or so. It is just a level 2 as well, so we'll siege that down and we'll see how. The siege is over. We've won. We captured the Countess and during the siege. So we'll go ahead and see if we can ransom her before it's over. He will not accept it. Usually means she doesn't have any money. No, she does. Okay. Fine. We'll go ahead and deal with that. But we can peace out, enforce our demands, gain a little bit of fame. Our ally gets a little bit of fame. We can disband the army. And we have a third county. Sunio. It's not going to be producing anything for a while, as you can see. It's, if anything, it might give us a little bit of 0.5 and 166, a little bit of levies. Control's a little low, but okay. So successful. I think what I need to do now, and our levies are okay. We became the culture head again. It's not a big deal. I do want to take my marshal, since I'm not going to be fighting, I think, for a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and increase control over here. What we should do, actually, we got organized service for 5 years. It's holding taxes. Cool. Now let's take a look at the culture. Culture is Cisalpine. Good. That's us. Just want to make sure. My prisoner died. Didn't I just have her? She was like the only one. Did she commit suicide? I was going to ransom her. Like, that's the Countess we just took. She lost her title and she died. I wonder if she just decided to end it. She might have been overstressed and decided to end it. Alright, so we got a fabricate hook scheme going. We got a sway scheme going. And it's time to look for our next juicy target. Let's take a look at our kids before we forget about them. We have our heir, who's 5. So we get to choose his education focus pretty soon. I should note that he got his childhood trait, which is rowdy, which is martial or intrigue. So he's probably going to either be really good at martial or intrigue, and you can see he has a bonus at both already, even at 5. And I might want martial for him. I might want to kind of make him more of a warrior king when he takes over, a warrior count, I should say, when he takes over. And we'll look at our other son. He is curious, which is diplomacy and learning. And who's educating him? Nobody's educating him, so we will go ahead and educate him. We can educate him directly. Right. What we can actually do, we should look at the de jure duchy titles. So Piedmont, this county was part of Piedmont, and eventually our goal was to get enough to create the Duchy of Lombardy. Of course, we need 5 de jure counties and 250 gold. We only have 2, but one of our main goals is eventually, well, we're going to get big enough here. We're going to use our allies as best as possible. Then maybe after a war where he loses one of his territories, we'll turn on him and we'll go ahead and take one of his lands. So we can't really take on Tuscany. We can't take on Spoleto. Genoa might be a possibility. They have some good allies with Savory and Monaco. Mantua. Who's Mantua? Mantua has an ally with Tuscany. That's rough. Tuscany's got 800. 800 soldiers, not terrible. Especially since they have 400. It'd be close. We might be able to do it though. And I should note that this is the warlike way of taking stuff. It is entirely possible that we can take this Count of Mantua, and we could marry his daughter, and then we could have a child, and we could murder him and make sure he doesn't have any other more heirs. Then we can inherit this land when he dies as well. And that's a possibility as well. But that's more of the I'd like to be a little bit more established and bigger before we do something like that. I'm really thinking Turin is a possibility. I know they're allied here with the King of Lotharingia. Where's he at? Lotharingia, and it's up. Where is your kingdom capital? I don't think it's here, is it? Let's take a look. Where are you located at? I don't know, man. It's here somewhere. I just don't see. I mean, maybe the. Yeah, the kingdom title's up here. But I don't really see a kingdom anywhere. Oh, it's right here. What? Is it like a small holding? It is a small holding. Yeah, he doesn't really have any troops right now. So, but he does got a buttload of daughters to make more alliances with, doesn't he? None of them are married yet either. He is. Marshal of... Okay, that didn't net him anything. So, daughter of Prince Louis. No risk, no reward, right? Let's look to what might be one of the better ones. I think I'm going to go for Turin itself, just because that geographically connects our territories, which isn't a big deal, but it's one of those things that I always like to do. So let's go ahead and send this here. And we got, what, 3 years on that? So hopefully we'll stay alive for that. My poor daughter. Just don't give pox to your kids. She's been through a lot, that girl. First, the bishop took her to town, and then she had a kid there, and she got pox, and she got over the pox, and she got put in jail, and then released, and got pox again. She's had an up and down life. So yeah, we'll do that, and we'll move on from there. Okay, things have been progressing so well that we had a mental break. I'm not sure how. Does it just go up on itself for some reason? Well, anyways. Guilt and shame have been plaguing me as late. All my sins, my flaws, my failings, these dark thoughts distract me from my responsibilities and keep me awake at night. I feel like I must do something to put an end to this mental anguish, but what could that possibly help? I must confess, that's where my witch secret goes away and I lose a shitload of stress, but nobody must know I'm a witch. The sting of the lash, that's where we do the flagellant and wounded, or we'll be we'll be tested here. We'll just keep getting it up. What could happen, right? Getting stressing. Mental break. Improprietous remarks. I sit paying only a little attention as the peasant finishes their tale of woe. Frankly, I barely even registered what they were talking about. My mind is full of bursting with my own problems. By God, you stink, I reply without thinking. The corner around us goes utterly quiet. All eyes on the bewildered commoner and me. Evidently, that wasn't the response they expected. Leave, all of you. You lose 42 stress. I get strange recluse, which isn't that big of a deal. A stiff drink, I go to a drunkard, which is that big of a deal. I want that stewardship gone. And apologies, and I gain stress. Just tell people to leave. It's fine. Go away. We are getting pretty high on the stress level here. Remember, as you get higher and higher, you can die. We could take some decisions here to, I could seclude myself. What does that do? You spend 150 and you lose stress. You seclude yourself for 3 years. Goodbye. That's cool. We can call a hunt, host a feast. Those all reduce stress. If we get close, we'll do something like that, but I'm not too worried about it. We got a few windfalls of cash, so since the good Count of Sueno had a huge, not huge, but pretty good levies, or men-at-arms, I went ahead and created a footman regiment, increased it to size 2, and then increased our archers to size 2. So this should give us a pretty good foothold of men to deal with here. It's going to be, yeah, we're at 974, over 1,000. Looks like we're actually going to be able to put up a fight, maybe even without our ally. And then we still got enough money to pay for the fabricate claim here once it happens. I'm sorry, a bank's gained 20 opinion of me. Who's that? My granddaughter? Oh, that's right. That's, wait. No, has she seriously had 4 children already? Oh, no, that's me. Okay. Okay, my granddaughter, where am I at? Okay, there we go. So my daughter, here's my grandson and my granddaughter. So he got handsome. She didn't get anything. And my other daughter had a child who has nothing so far. And my wife is 43, so she's on the edge of, she's on the edge there of childbearing age. So it looks like our heir is ready to be educated. We can change this in his focus once in his lifetime, it looks like. It says rowdy children often do well in intrigue education, but they also do pretty good in martial education. So I'm going to make him martial. He's going to get +1 warfare, and he's going to concentrate on warfare. We could pick whatever we want, but like I said, I kind of want him to do that. I think it's at age 6 you can do that. So Ryan's going to be able to do it pretty soon too, November of next year. Hey, they're almost born at the same day, November 1st, and his sibling is... Okay, or else I just missed it, never mind. But things are progressing. And just when you say your wife's close to ending her childbearing age, she gets pregnant. I wasn't sure if it was mine. We looked into it. It was. We're good. Indiscretions. Jesus. I was going to go through my counsel here too. Let's look at this first. This is my lover. She's a child again. I mean, sure, we're pretty sure we know the issue here. Social manipulation. The first time it happened, I barely gave it a moment thought, but my vassal, Mayor Galiberto, who hates me, wants a seat on the council. Well, he's an idiot, so you don't get a seat on the council. His challenge is no longer passed on notice by my vassals. He is testing my limits. The others are sure to follow unless I give him a taste of his own medicine. Ignore him and steal his ideas. A task he can't complete. Problems he can't be blamed on. Or all problems blamed on him. Or we yell at him. We gain some stress, gain some dread, etc. etc. Either way, they give me diplomacy lifestyles. I'm gonna steal his ideas. He doesn't like us. He doesn't like us anyway. Of course, it's yours. All right. Yeah, we're having another child. At this, I'm gonna real quick here go through my counselors. I haven't updated him in a while, and I'm so small that I don't really care if they like me that much. So I'm just gonna look for the person that does the best job. Yeah, it looks like this he's a 16. That's much better. Let's go ahead and assign him there. Our steward's pretty good. I don't think we're gonna find a better steward. No, he's great. Spy master's a 13. The spy master we have, that's good. And our marshal's a 16, and we know he's the best. So we can't do anything about him. So we're good. She's helping us manage our domain. She doesn't really like me. Apparently, I've questioned her loyalty a few too many times for her liking. But we're almost done with this fabricate claim, and we're not quite overstressed to death, so we're good. Oh boy. Alright, so with the good comes the bad. We just had, we got 2 children at once. Unfortunately, another son, which is fine, I guess. We're going to have to press these claims pretty hard, though. And also at the same time, our lover had a child as well. So we got a bunch of children on him. But then the bubonic plague hits. Ugh. Death has raised his scythe over my realm. The plague has arrived. The unfortunate victim is my suffering Bishop Pagno. Good. You know what? You deserved it, you daughter boning whore. The taint possessing his flesh is a danger to us all while he remains affected. No life is him. Isolate him and praise him. Can I murder him? What if I murder him? Does that keep us safe? So the plague is going to run through my little barony. It's going to do a number too. It's going to do a number on everybody. And we need hopefully we have a good court physician. Who's our court physician? That's our wife. And she's a novice physician. She is a 15, which is fine. Why does she hate? I'm going to start swaying her. Oh, why she hates me so much. Oh, I spied on her? I imprisoned her? Oh, come on! I had to. Oh no. Okay. So we got to call the war. Hopefully it's a small one because I ain't got time. I'm about ready to do my own war. Allies. Count of Brescia. Duke of Toulouse against Count of Mantua. Duke of Tuscany. So he is pressing Mantua, which is one we wanted to do as well. And this is going to come down to a fight, a good fight. We'll join him because we're going to need him in a second to raise our armies. We have a big military now, which is kind of nice. Let's go ahead and set that guy back down to organizing levies. And looks like we ran into another war too. What is this one? This is oh, it's just a peasant uprising. Okay. Where are they though? I don't care. It's a peasant uprising. Things happen. Let's go head over to here. Good, our count died. We got a new one. He hates us. I should be swaying him too. He's next. We'll sway him next. Alright, the outbreak play has ravaged my course. Finally over! Ah! Alright, alright. That was easy. Pango died because maybe I guess he was the only one. That's great. Doesn't even look like they're going to need us here. Wait, is that Mantua as well? Oh, Mantua's got several. Yeah, Toulouse is coming for us, so we'll try to stay here and hope that we're strong enough to deal with it. Oh, they're leaving, which is great. They're going to fight this guy. We should talk about there's some terrain features. This is a very large river. You cannot cross large rivers unless you go around them, or there's these little fords. It's kind of nice, little terrain stuff you can use. So little rivers you can. There's a small penalty for crossing. Big rivers you can't even do unless you can take care of. I think that puts us in charge of the siege, which is great because we can ransom people we get. And how's our coming? We got a few more months here. Hopefully this is quick, okay, and nobody loses a lot of men. It does look like he's kind of going up and around over to Brescia. But I think my allies will go fight him while we deal with the siege and maybe even go down to Mantua. Oh, wait, is this? I think this is all the same county, right? So this might just be over right away. Hey, my daughter got better. She is a trooper. I gotta tell you, Liesel, I got great respect for you. For a long time, you were gonna take over for us. Remember? I made you a witch. You're like, is she no longer a witch? Thought we made her a witch. Yeah, we did. Did she get rid of her witchcraft? God damn it. Alright, see, we're at 100% already. We can end this war. We didn't take any prisoners. Sad. Guys, just end the war. It's like they want. There we go. Okay, let's disband our armies. Pay the upkeep for them. Great. We're getting a strong ally in Brescia here. Brescia. We are fine having a pretty strong ally. I mean, the alliance is going to end once he dies, I think, or once this guy dies. Wait, they're betrothed but not married? Wait. Oh, I didn't know that was a scheme. I can convert people to witchcraft? I mean, it's a super low percentage. But, why isn't she getting married? Is it because she had the pox? They're still betrothed. Is it because he is? He's a eunuch. He's been intentionally castrated. Okay, so we might be able to break the betrothal there. But before we do that, that might get rid of the alliance. So before we do that, let's use him to our claim here. Turin is up to 609 troops. His ally Lethargia is up to 1,500. So that's we're actually not going to be able to press that until at least the king up here, good king, goes to war with somebody and spends his troops doing something else. So our hook is done. We're ready. We have to pay 99 gold, 99 bottles of gold. Is it cheaper? Do we have like a? Do we have an intrigue thing that makes it like cheaper or something? I don't think so, but for some reason it is cheaper, which is kind of nice. One thing of note before we press this, we're gonna do it anyways because we want to. But we are ailing. Our stress level is 2, so we're not in the best of health. So if we don't get this before it before he dies, we'll be out 99 gold. Isn't a big deal, but you know it's worth noting. He's got another alliance now. Duke of Provence. Crap. Duke of Provence is in a war. Not really. Damn it. He's in a war. Against countering with Provence. Oh, okay. No. Oh, wait. Oh, no. My son Ryan is more likely to receive a good education due to Count her. Okay. Oh, that's right. My wife is educating my son. Speaking of which, where should we send him? He is diplomacy and learning. I think diplomacy is fine for him. And he does have a tutor. That's me. And he's fine. He hasn't had any events yet, which kind of sucks. But. So I'm ready to press this claim. I do want to look at my military, see. And I do take, it takes 4.1, I think, once I'm reinforcing. 4.6. Ugh. And I only make 3.8 or so. So we'll be losing money when they're fully raised. It's just something to note that we can't waste a lot of time in these wars. And the Dutch City of Provence has an enormous amount of troops. Where are these all from? Good lord. So we can't really do anything right now. Although there is what is this? Defending accounts come of Savory and the Severian claim on the Dutch City of Upper Burgundy. Okay, so Savory's at war with Duchy of Upper Burgundy. Is he at war with that too? Yeah, he is. So I think if we go to war with Turin, this guy, this count, that makes us hostile to Savory as well as all these guys. This is actually the army of Barcelona. It's a little bit different. I mean, there is plenty of Provencians there. It's dicey. This is a dicey declaration here. I don't know if I want to. And we got this, so let's take a look. I just do the groom to be rule. It's kind of cool what happens. You can see we got a whole bunch of little stuff here. So Lizel's diplomacy or stewardship went up by 3. Eleanor's went up by 2. Chris's marshal went up by 2. He's a player right there, isn't he? And Ryan's diplomacy went up by 2. There should be a few more coming, isn't it? Yeah, he's 9 years old and he's already got a marshal of 7. Still got his entire levy set too. So he's at war. He's not helping. He doesn't. I don't think. It'd be nice if one of these alliances went away. Severian claim on the... Okay, so who's this? This is Duke of Provence. if he's at war with him. I think we should give it a shot. Let's do it, huh? Yeah, let's do it. You can see our levies are a little low. 698 of 854. It's mainly because of the control everywhere. Control's not... It's at 49 here, for Christ's sake. But I think we're doing this. Let's just make sure he's not at war. He's good. So he can help us. Let's declare this war. Let's press our claims. You can change the objective if you have multiple objectives, but we do not. So we'll just confirm that. Declare war. Join us. He loves us, so he says yes, and we raise our armies. There's a decent army. Ours is more decent. Notably, this is the first war we've had, I think, that the person we're targeting has more than one county under their name. So we not gonna, just because once we take their main county, we're not going to be able to piece out. We're going to have to take more or get a war score of 100 first. Getting stuck in. Oh no, did he get hurt? He got maimed. There was a commotion among the children. Dave was attempting to preach among his fellow youngsters and became the target of a small fight. Christopher intervened and did what he could to protect him. Never back down. He gets the brave trait. Martial +2, prowess +3, attraction, opinion +10, vassal +5. Likelihood of dying in battle +100%. That being said, he doesn't need to be in battle. You could just stay, don't go into battle. You can instead make him calm, in which case he gets diplomacy and intrigue. Or we can make him a zealous, in which he gets martial and piety and a bunch of other stuff. But I can't even take the stress that much, so we're just gonna make him that. He was maimed. He's wounded. I thought he was maimed. Oh, that went away. Good. Okay, so a duke just joined the war. Duke Anibiligio of Provence. That's him. They're both. Why are they both? Alright, well, let's see what happens. I think he's going to come over and join our siege, and hopefully we can just kind of avoid all these people, huh? It'd be nice, wouldn't it? So he did go down to siege us, but then he ran over the... Are they going to form up into... Oh, that's his other... Who are these guys? I'd love to know what military this is. I don't know if we're going to win this one. We'll do our best. We'll start by sieging down Turin. Well, it looks like Provence is going to come over here and join up, and then they're going to have 3,000 troops instead. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe not. We can do something. Is he coming to fight us? Or is he just going... Oh, he might just be going over here. Yeah, he's going to siege. Does he have any... He does not have any, what do you call it? Angers. So hopefully we should win the siege first, and then we can march over there and have a decisive war and a decisive battle, and hopefully win, and hopefully piece them out from there. Of course, this all relies on our ally coming over with us, which he should, but sometimes the computer's just a little confused on what they want to do. We're winning pretty quick. If we one thing, our liege pass unlimited crown authority basically means they get more money from us, more levies from us. One thing that can happen is if we siege here and we take him prisoner, the good count here, who's also a prince apparently. If we take him prisoner, that usually ends the war immediately as well. So that's a possibility. Delicate affairs. Giovanni, who is a knight of mine, has been a real help in the past few days, aiding me in my efforts to strengthen the realm ties with our neighbors. He has just offered himself again to help me gain Count Gregorius's trust. It's hard to find someone you can truly rely on. Gain 70 stress, I'm paranoid, or I lose 42 stress. I mean, at this point, it's just, we do what we can, right? And I think we are now, oh, we're still poor. Our health is still poor. He's coming to fight us? He came to fight us. Why would you do that? An incriminating missive on our fabricating hook. By halting a messenger from the Count of Serene Doge Fabrizio, an opportunity is presented. So by copying the Serene Doge seal, I can fabricate a letter threatening increased taxes and circulate among his vassals, or at least threaten to. That is your signature. That's fine. I get a strong hook. Yeah, let's do it. Cool. And he has no money. So I cannot... can't blackmail with his 0 money. Let's see if we can do anything with that. So we got Turin. Nothing really else happened. We won the battle. That's nice. Let's see if we can get over here and fight this. I don't know. I think he might be going around. I don't know if he's going where... No, he's not going where I want to go. I hope he goes this way. Come this way. Come back. Yeah, there you go. Okay. This might work out. It might work out. We just have to win this fight. It's a big battle. Oh, he left. That's good for us. And the nice thing is we are going to get a ticking war score. What that means is this is the target of what we want. So the war score is going to tick up every month or so. What do we got here? I'll probably win. We have better army, more army commander traits, higher quality, more men-at-arms. Okay, I'm hoping. Here's the hoping. Alright, let's watch this one through. We're at a +3 for our roll. It looks like we're doing pretty good. Our knight Aldir Maradi wounded his mayor. Good job. Our knight Mayor Bedita wounded Mayor Aldebartia. Our knight wounded one of his. We are kicking his knight's ass. And let's go into the war score actually, just so you can kind of see. Yeah, that was a decisive victory. Okay, let's take a look. And you see we got like 12 or 13 war score for that. Let's go into this victory. And what's also nice is we get some prestige from that, which is kind of cool. We'll go to the details and take a look at the phases and what happened. Losses and kills for our bowmen, our levies, our knights, etc. Did we kill 3 of his knights, or did they just leave? They might have. You can see our bowmen did really well. They killed 47. Our knights did not take any loss. They killed 32. That was in the total. There's a main phase and a pursuit phase. None of our guys are really good at pursuing. Yeah, we did good. Good job. Let's take a look at our knights. He died. We killed him. Good job, folks. All right. So we need to now go siege down this, and hopefully. And most of his troops did get away, so it's not like... I mean, it was a decisive victory, but most of his troops are still there. We're going to have to fight again, probably. Is that his troops or mine? I want to go here. Must be his troops. Wait, did I screw that up? Oh, this isn't his. This is where we want to be. Kind of screwed that up. Went to the wrong place. So we're at 39% and ticking up. As long as these guys stay fighting amongst themselves, his allies won't be able to help him out. Although, it looks like it's going pretty good here. What is this fight? Oh yeah, they have 1900 coming. No! Savory! Why? That's Provence. Yeah, army of Toul, army of Provence. So we might try to avoid that fight if we can. Maybe they're just going to siege down here, right? Maybe they're not coming to us at all? Our wife gained some opinion of us. That's good. No, they're coming towards us. Go here. Go here. Don't fight us. Go here. Go here. They're coming for us. So we have to decide what we're going to do. Are we going to try to fight on basically 1800 on 1500? we going to leave? I think we're going to sit here. The siege is almost done. Let's see if we can win this fight. I don't like our chances. But, oh no, see. But he is only going to leave if I leave with him. Chances are even. They have a better army commander. We have better, higher quality and more men-at-arms. I think we're gonna. Oh no! Come back! No! Come back! Come fight with me. All right, and my daughter's Liesl's having an issue here. Okay, we need him back. You gotta come fight with us. And well, we're doing okay. We're gonna lose this one. Damn. Yeah. Oh no. Damn you, Provence. There's some bad rolls, and their army commander's better. So we are going to lose this fight. We drop a lot of war score. As you can see. King Charles declared war on King Arnulf. Does that affect us at all? I don't think so. Maybe it will. Doesn't look like it. So they're going to re-siege Turin now. Ugh. We might have to peace out here. If they're about to take Turin, we'll go ahead and peace out. We'll move my troops back for reinforcements. So we can try to take Modena before he does. Maybe that's not going to be enough though. Yeah, allies suck when they're powerful. It's hard to deal with. I think this claim is about to go down. Yeah, let's go call it right there. I'm going to ask for a white piece. I spend 5, but he'll accept it. Basically, nothing happens. White piece. We can't enforce our demands because we're only at a 40% war score. You basically need a 100% war score to do that. So I'm just going to offer the white piece. I'm sure he'll accept because why wouldn't you? He's got better things to do with his life. There we go. So I lost a little prestige. I lost some money on that claim. Not the biggest deal in the world. I think yeah, we can press the claim again, but I don't think we're going to survive that long, honestly. How's this guy doing? Still got all those allies? Yeah. We knew it was going to be tough. We knew we basically had to win before his allies came to him, and Provence is just too strong. They only have 966 soldiers, so they must have had some, what do you call it? Some mercenaries in there. I didn't have enough money to hire any mercenaries, really. Yeah, they're expensive. We're too small for that. Oh well, we'll deal with that later. Let's see how our kids are doing. He is rowdy and brave because we gave him brave. He's shaped up to be a good fight here. Lords and Fury, that's close to us. It's over here. I don't really care about that though. So let's just, before we end this, take a look at our succession and see what's going to be the main issue going forward. On succession, our main heir who we will play is going to gain the County of Bankstonia and the County of Sueno. Ryan here is going to get Bankstonia. We're going to get Bankstonia Prime. And then David's going to get Novara. So it's going to, they're going to be counts. It's going to carve up our land. They're no longer going to be under us. They're going to be bankses, so it's technically within our dynasty. But we're not going to be able to control them. We're not going to get we're not going to get the money. We're not going to get the levies. It's going to be harder for to win. But what he will get, as you can see, is he's going to get claims on those lands. So as long as we have plenty of levies, we're going to have right to declare war on them, and we're going to do it right away. We'll declare war on them. We'll win because hopefully we'll have no allies at that point because they'll be under our control. And then we'll go ahead and reabsorb them. And later on, if we get over our domain limit here, we can give those back to them as vassals. But we have to be a duke for that. Otherwise, they go under control. Yeah. But anyways, we're going to keep them until we get to be a duke. So that's what our plan is. If we go ahead and look, we're going to go ahead and look at the houses. The great houses of the world. Let's take a look at the empire, or the titles first. See how everybody's doing here. Let's actually just look at de jure. So you can see West Francia still has control of Italy. I think it's a pretty strong control too, because if I look at the factions, there's not that much against our king. So he's doing pretty good. We got the Kingdom of Frisia here. The Dutch are doing fine. Germany is divided into Bavaria and East Francia. Wessex is holding on to, they're still Anglo-Saxon, they're still holding on against the Norsemen. Same thing with Mercia. The Norse are pretty much up here in Northumbria and Lancaster, right? Yep. Unfortunately, they get reinforced by over here. Sweden, as always, is doing fine. And I'm sure before long they will be around the entire world, because that's what Sweden does. The Muslims are ruling most of Iberian Peninsula. The King of Asturias is around. And then, so eventually, here's what we want to see. We're going to look at houses. And you can see the leader at this level, it's the House Carling Beauvais, which means Carling's really good. This is actually technically the same house. It's just this is an offshoot house. And same thing with this, Carling Bar. But as we zoom in a little bit more, actually, I guess we can't. What we want to eventually see is we want to see our name as all over the place. It can be counts, it can be duchies, it can be all over the place, but we just want to see how our house, our dynasty grow. Because the main goal, and we're pretty low on renown right now. We haven't really done a whole lot, because, I mean, this guy's got a 0 diplomacy, for Christ's sake. But, because if you remember, our main goal is to go to our house, open our dynasty tree. Oh, look, we have a little bit of movement with our dynasty tree. It's kind of cool. She's got some children. This is House Dynasty de Brescia. We can claim him, I believe, if we feel like it. Maybe not. Oh, that's... Wait. Oh, that's our daughter. That's our daughter. I was thinking our lover. We can claim our lover, in which case we would just get like another one over here. We get another branch, kind of, so to speak. And our legacies, because we want to open these. We want these legacies. The more people you have of your family, the more these legacies you do. We can't do crap right now. We have a measly 135. We're not going up and out. We are obscure still. So, but anyways, that'll be it. Be back next time. Getting late. Take care.